Good day, everyone. My name is Abdul Rashid, and I'll be presenting a report that I've created using IBM Cognos Analytics 11.1.7. That is the latest version that has just been released for 4 to 5 days ago. So let's go to the report straightforward. Okay, this is the exciting report that I've created and an interesting one. You can see for my report here, I have a list, and this list also has a chart that is embedded in it. Then the chart have been formatted with so many conditional formatting. Then I have my prompt here, and a layout prompt beside it. Then I have my hyperlink, and this is very important and an exciting features of IBM Cognos Analytics. So if I click on this hyperlink, which I'm still going to click later, it's going to go to the dashboard that have been linked with this. So let's start with how I created all these. So I'm going to be using a dummy report. So I'll okay for this is a dummy report, and from what we have here, I created these by starting with a list. So if this is my list, then I plugged in the important features that I need. The first thing that you can see there is I put in the flight cancelled. Then I also put my metrics, which is day of the week. Yes, day of the week. Then I also include the shopping, the revenue from shopping. Then after that, I grouped the flight cancel to either yes or no. So I'm going to be clicking on this to group that. Okay, so it has grouped it for me that flight cancelled, no, we have that, then yes, we have this. Okay, how I embedded the chart. This is what I did. I come here and I included a text here in this list. Okay, so I can type anything here, it doesn't really matter. Then after getting that, so I try to click on this TET, but I can't click on that, so I have to unlock the list. After unlocking the list, then I can click on this. So then I try to delete that so that I'll be able to include my chart in here. So by after doing that, then I come to I pick my chart from here, the pane, then I included it here by putting it there. Yes, it's going to load then. Okay, so I picked on the kind of chart that I want. So I pick on chart, I picked chart, then I check the column. I picked on the column the clustered cylinder. That is what I used. So you can use anyone that you're comfortable with, but this is what you can see. Cognos put it outside, but that is fine. I have to go back to my design mode. Then I am going to include this inside for you to stay there. So that is how I created that. So I'm going to be showing you the features that are included in my chart now. Okay, this is the chart that I created. So if you look at my chart, you see the features that are okay. This is my chart, and what I have here is for the default measures I included the revenue from shopping. Then from the primary measure I included the day of the week. Then for the categories I included the flight month, which is this. Then I nested it with the airline status, and that is the blue, the gold, the platinum, and the silver. With that we had the so then after that, I did a conditional palleting by clicking on this. You're going to be having your properties here. So I did a conditional palleting so that whenever I have blue, the color will be blue. Then when I have gold, I change it to gold, then platinum, then silver. So by clicking on that, I went to conditional palette, sorry. Then I click on this new condition. By clicking on new condition, I want the condition for airline status. I click on that. Then after that, then I click on this select multiple values. So since I've clicked on the airline status, so let's say I want to do for gold, then I'm going to place this forward button, then okay. Then I'll click this pencil icon. So by clicking on that, then I go to color. So by clicking on that, then I come here. So I picked any, yeah, the color that is closer to gold. Then with that, okay, then I'm going to have that, but I don't need this, so I've created it initially, so I need to delete that. So that's how I did for silver and for the platinum. For this, that is January uh to January, February, March. As you can see, these are green in color. I didn't create for blue because blue is the default color that we have here. So for these three, this is what I did, something so similar. New condition, that is flight month. Okay, then I click on multiple values. So I pick these three all together. Then the forward button here, the default color is green. So when I click OK, then I have that. So I'm going to remove it because I don't actually need it. So that is how I did my conditional palleting, and that is fine. Then from that, I click on show values. Yeah, I click on show values, then I click on values, and with that I have my values showing for each of these. So then after that, okay, for each of the chart they are having different values, so their scales are different, but you can see here that my scale, this is 10,000. If I go down, this 3,000, and this 400,000. So but it didn't come actually easy like that. So what I did is I went to my page design, then I click on the x-axis, sorry, the y-axis, then I click on this axis range automatic. So after clicking on that, um, by default these have been selected, so I unselect it, then okay, then it changed all the axes for each of the charts for me. Another very exciting feature of IBM Cognos Analytics is the master detail relationship. You observe that, okay, I'm coming to the page preview now. When this is my chart and this is a list, they are sharing two different queries. So I went to, after clicking on the chart master detail relationship, I want what will be having in my list and what I'll be having in my chart to be the same. So I click on new link, then day of the week, it links to day of the week, then flight cancelled, link to this, and I click on OK, so that what I'll be having here will be a total of what we are going to be having here. So that is how I did my master detail relationship. And believe you me, master detail relationship is the very exciting features of IBM Cognos, and it allows you to give a very correlating dashboard that are going to look nice and very exciting. So the one of the things that I also did here is this title. I created my hyperlink. These are tables. Then I created my hyperlink by coming here. Yeah, by coming here. So by coming to textual, then I pick on hyperlink. I can actually just drop it anywhere here. So after dropping that, then it's going to be asking for the URL of the hyperlink that I want to use. So you can see URL here. So I have to click on this to pick the URL that I'm going to be using. So the URL that I use is the URL of the dashboard that I want to link to this particular report. So I went straight to my dashboard. Is one of the recent document that I've opened. Then I checked my airline. Okay. Oh, okay. So I click on these three ellipses. By clicking on that, we're going to bring share. So I'm going to click on this share. So after clicking on share, so it's going to give me where I can copy the link. So here, from here, I just copy the link. Yeah, I click on that to copy the link. Then I come back to my report. Come back to my report here. Yes, then I come back to my report, then I paste the link in this URL. Yeah, Control V and OK, and that is fine. So that is how I created my uh, hyperlink. So I'm going to be deleting this since it's not part. I've created it earlier on before. So I'm just going to go back and do that. So that's how I created my hyperlink. These are tables, and I dragged an image here. I copied the URL as well. Then I put the image here. So one other exciting thing I want to talk about is my prompt. And prompt is a very exciting features of IBM Cognos Analytics as well. So I created my prompt this way. I started with, so I come to prompting here, then I click on value prompt. I dragged it in. I'm just using a demo here, so let me drag it in here. So it asks me for the name of the parameter that I want to use. Let's just say pap. Okay, then I click on next. So it's asking that what do I want to, which column do I want to attach to it. So I want to attach the airline names to this particular pap parameter. So airline names. So I click on OK, make the filter optional. Yeah, that is fine. Equal to, this is the name of my parameter. And I go to next. So I click on all other queries that I want to link it with. This main query is the query for my list, while the list query is the query for the chart that I created. That is how I created that. Then I click on OK. Then yeah, I click on finish. Then I'm going to be having the my prompt there. Since I'm not using this, so I'm going to cancel that. Then here we have a layout calculation here, so that whenever I pick on anything from my prompt, it's going to be revealing the name here. So this is how uh, I did that. I go to layout calculation. So after picking layout calculation, so I need to write a little statement, and this is how I go about it. I included if, then open the brackets. If the airline status is null, then close that. Then okay, then what should happen? Write all. Then put the parenthesis, close that. Else, what should happen? Just give me the name that we have here. Then I close that. Then I validated. Then I have my okay. Yeah, no error. Then I have my okay. So that is how I did that as well. So that is what gave me this. So whenever I click on anything here, I picked on anything, the name is going to be showing. So I'm going to run this now for me to, then I formatted the heading here, and these all table that we have here, I give them a table style, add table style. Then I pick on the modern and all like that. So I'm going to be running this in HTML for us to see what we really created. Okay, this is my report. So firstly is I can pick any of the airline names here. Paul Smith Airline. So if I pick that, the name is going to reflect in the layout prompt as well. So you can see by clicking on Paul Smith Airlines, the name reflects here through my layout. Then it filtered this whole report, the chart that we have here, and my list have been filtered. You can see that the revenue have really changed like that. So another thing that I can also do, which is very fascinating about the IBM Cognos Analytics, is if I click on my hyperlink, it's going to go to my dashboard that I've created. So I'm going to click on this now for you to go to the dashboard. So by clicking on that, it's taking me back to my dashboard. Wow, and it links me back to my dashboard. Actually, this is an award-winning dashboard. It is one of the top three dashboard that won the Cognos Analytics dashboard competition in July. So yeah, this is an award-winning dashboard that I created last month. Yeah, and is one of the top three that won from the Cognitic. So it talked about the is actually we actually I actually used the same data module to create this dashboard and the report. So these are my KPIs, and these are the names of all the 14 airlines. This is talking about the satisfaction by flight cancelled and a host of other chart. This is a word cloud that is talking about reflecting the cities with yeah, and this is the age range with price sensitivity and the revenue from eating and drinking at the airport. So this is a very, very exciting features in Cognos Analytics 11.1.7. When you click on your hyperlink, it takes you back to the dashboard. So I'm going to be going back to my report now to okay, okay, back to my report, and that is how I created this nice looking, exciting, and fascinating dashboard using the IBM Cognos Analytics 11.1.7. I'm open to IBM Cognos Analytics role. So I'm a data analyst and a business intelligence analyst as well. So I'm open to any of those roles using IBM Cognos Analytics 11.1.7. Thank you very much for your time, and do have a lovely day.